Allez, bonjour. Aujourd'hui, ça va être la fin de Jenny LeClue. Je vais jouer jusqu'à la fin. Je pense qu'il va me rester quoi 2-3 heures à tout casser, donc je ne m'arrêterai pas avant de finir le jeu. Donc on avait fait le cimetière, donc en gros, je résume vite fait l'histoire. Là, on a dû traverser le cimetière pour ensuite rejoindre une entrée secrète de la prison pour libérer notre cher Moment.
This is the only tomb here, and with no epitaph. This has to be it. This is clearly Zazer technology. Is it part of another Zazer sphere? When did doors go out of fashion? If this is the entrance, then there must be some way to open it.
Alors, qu'est-ce que l'on doit faire ? Ah d'accord, en fait chaque pierre doit être... Ok, donc par exemple celle-là, elle doit aller là. D'accord, ok. Oh, je vois. Alors. Hop, déjà ça. Ensuite ça pour le moment, ça va aller là. Ça, on peut mettre un petit. Ok. Ensuite, celui-là. Celui-là, il irait là. Alors, du coup, ça, je vais le mettre là. Mais non, ça bloque. Donc celui-là, il va là-haut. Celui-là, il va en bas. Ok. Hop, hop. Voilà, bon. Ça va, c'était pas trop compliqué encore.
Jenny peered into the ominous void. A jagged path carved into the earth, plunging deep beneath the rotting soil. How far down did it go? There was only one way to find out.
I'm not sure I want to.
Gathering her courage, she stepped forward into the distended bowels of Arthurton. I said she stepped forward into the distended bowels of Arthurton.
It's dark down there.
Jenny! Come in, Jenny! Where are you? Have you found your...
Give me a second, please. I need a moment before I walk down a pitch-black staircase into the terrifying abyss.
Sorry, Jenny.
Jenny stared into the darkness. She could almost hear her mother's voice calling.
A great detective perseveres, no matter the obstacle.
And so, she took a deep breath, pushed up the thick frame of her glasses, and crossed the threshold.
Ah bah dis donc, c'est bien profond.
Another door. Locked, I presume. Whoever built all this certainly wanted to keep it a secret.
Jenny was ahead of the man in black, for now. There was still the matter of breaking her mum out of jail and escaping without being caught. Being careful not to make a sound, Jenny stepped cautiously into the dark space below.
This isn't a tunnel. It's like a creepier version of Dr. Benderson's office. Less natural light, same terrible music.
C'est quoi, c'est une salle d'attente pour un psy ou quoi?
A giant metal door stood conspicuously in the middle of the room.
It must lead to the jail.
A perfectly reasonable assumption. There was just one problem.
How do I open it?
Ok, ici il n'y a rien.
Jenny knocked on the door.
Based on the resonance, and the fact that my hand hurts like hell, I'd say this door is solid steel and at least 4 inches thick. No handle and no keyhole. Whoever built this door wanted to keep people out. Or in, depending on which side you're on. Another animal. This one's a fox. Could this have something to do with Professor Zazer's experiments or the Council of Three? Blast proof. So the explosives are useless.
Je regarde en bas s'il n'y a pas des autocollants. C'était en ville, là il n'y a rien. Sur la porte en elle-même. Et il n'y a rien.
I don't know how to pick this. It's some kind of slot. Is something missing?
Jenny came to a distressing yet inevitable conclusion.
I can't open it. I'm stuck. Of course it's a giant metal door that's impossible to open. Why wouldn't there be?
It would be easy to feel defeated, but this was Jenny LeClue, a great detective. And as her mother always said,
A great detective sees every locked door as an opportunity.
yes, an opportunity for an elaborate puzzle and lateral thinking.
L'affaire de la porte en géante métal. En métal géant. En géant métal.
To a detective, rummaging through a trash can was like opening a treasure chest.
Just with more gum and cigarette butts. Gross. My initial assessment? Looks like a lot of trash. A rotten sandwich, napkins, belly button lint. Wait a second.
Des peluches de nombril.
There's a note here that's been torn up. could be a clue. Too easy. They should have used a shredder.
Alors, cher Trudy, il devrait de savoir que vous rencontrez encore des problèmes avec la machine. Quelqu'un viendra y jeter un coup d'œil dès lundi. Pour le moment, utilisez celui-ci.
I know a secret code when I see one. This could be useful.
Bon, un sticker.
Empty.
It was always a good idea to put your hands between the crusty crevices of a sofa cushion. All kinds of exotic things could be found.
What's this?
Detectiving was hungry work, and Jenny couldn't remember the last time she'd eaten anything.
What I really want is a hot coffee.
So she perused the selection on offer.
Kiss of Death, Kiss of Death. Ah, mais c'est des clopes.
The key. Open the door to Yum. These candy names are getting ridiculous. Bunch o' nuts. Gross. I hate peanut butter. There's gotta be something better than this.
Big
Big
Crunch.
crunch. Fight hunger with a punch.
Oh, j'adore le crunch.
I've had one of these before. Tastes like cardboard. Kiss of death. Well, at least they're honest. What kind of vending machine doesn't serve coffee?
Jenny found it hard to focus without her usual evening brew. Perhaps a nice bar of chocolate would help.
This is a waste of time. How's a chocolate bar going to help me open that door?
And that's when it hit her.
The key. Open the door to Yum?
Surely a humorous but irrelevant tagline.
It's the perfect shape to fit in the slot on the door.
A mere coincidence.
It's literally a key to the door.
It'd be a rather strange place to hide a key.
Stranger than a waiting room beneath a graveyard? That's my ticket out of here. B31. Got it.
Ok, alors attends, je vais juste regarder.
It's an old dirty mop. It's an old dirty mop.
Je vais aller fouiller le bureau, il y a peut-être un truc.
Someone works here. Or at least they did. Judging by the dead plant and dusty typewriter, no one's been here for a while.
Ah bah non, c'est tout. Alors, B31.
I don't have any change. I don't have any change.
Ah mais attends, non, le journal.
don't have any change. I don't have any change.
Alors là, il dit service. Ah, tiens.
It's an old dirty mop.
Alors c'est quoi? Il faut que je trouve de la monnaie. B14. Peut-être B41. Si je par exemple à 12.
I don't have any change.
Alors A c'est le 4, ça c'est le 3. Ah, et là je dois faire B31, d'accord.
Got it.
Voilà.
Typical. Stupid machine. Give me the key. It's no good. It's stuck. How can I get the key out? It's leaning forward against the glass.
Alors c'est bien sur le distributeur. Où est-ce que c'est? Ah.
That's why it's stuck. The machine has one short leg, making it lean forward and to the right. If I tilt the machine to the left, I should be able to get the key out.
But Jenny wasn't strong enough to lift a vending machine by herself.
I'm going to need some leverage.
Comme une serpillière.
Of course! I can use the mop to tilt the machine. A little bit of legwork and I'll have that key out in no time. Just a little bit more. did it! Oh, crap. It's just chocolate.
Of course. It came from a vending machine.
But I thought...
Why would anyone hide the key to a giant metal door inside a candy bar?
Actually, now that I think about it, it does sound pretty ridiculous.
Ah non, j'aurais trouvé ça comme une bonne idée.
But
Moi.
necessity was the mother of invention. Jenny may have failed to open the mysterious door, but thanks to her ingenuity, she had created her own way through. She peered inside the hole. It was just wide enough for her to squeeze through.
Well, look what we have here.
Jenny shone her flashlight on a damaged section of the brick wall.
I can see through to the other side.
The path ahead was dark and foreboding, but Jenny was too excited to be afraid. And so, without hesitation, she crawled into the rocky passageway.
Just another friendly message, warning of my impending doom. Glatz Mining Core.
Jenny!
Ah! Don't do that!
Sorry. I just wanted to make sure you're okay.
The walkie-talkies are for emergencies only, not chit-chat. I'm about to enter one of the abandoned mines. I can't have you distracting me.
An abandoned mine? Be careful, Jenny. Those tunnels are dangerous.
This is the case of a lifetime? Of course it's dangerous.
But you'll get lost. Those tunnels run underneath the entire town.
Exactly. One of them must lead to the jail.
You're right. I bet I can find it on my map.
What are you talking about? What map?
In my granddad's journal. He was a great cartographer and mapped out all of the tunnels.
And you've had this with you the whole time?
I always keep it with me. It makes me feel close to him.
Convenient. Why didn't you tell me this before?
I didn't know you were going to end up in the mines.
Fine. I'm in Tunnel 12. See if you can find it on the map.
Okay, I'm on it, Jenny.
The barricade was old and rotten.
Shouldn't be hard to remove, if I find a weak spot. Somebody else is here. goes there?
Jenny looked like she'd seen a ghost.
It's just my imagination. It's just my imagination. Great detective deals in fact, not fiction.
It was hard for even Jenny's logical mind to deny what was standing right in front of her.
It's just my imagination. It's just my imagination.
Bah c'est spooky.
How am I gonna move this? It's huge. It's spooky how easy that was.
Alors attends, du coup je vais grimper à l'échelle là. J'en ai combien des... Ah non, chaque fois je me gourre. J'en ai combien des morceaux? J'en ai 4. Ok.
Jenny! You've got to get out of there!
What? Why?
You're right in the middle of Prospector's Pit!
So what?
Don't you remember from Mr. Jenkins' history class? That's where all those miners died. There was a huge cave-in. Hundreds of men were crushed to death. Even more died from lack of oxygen.
Not helpful.
And now their ghosts roam the tunnels, eternally searching for escape.
Don't be ridiculous.
I found Tunnel 12 on the map. This isn't going to be easy.
Just tell me where I need to go.
Well, you need to find Crystal Cavern. It'll be huge, and full of quartz crystals. Directly above it are the sewers.
And the sewers run underneath the jail. Got it.
But Jenny, what if you're crushed by a rock? Or murdered by a ghost? You could contract miner's lung. That's a horrible, painful way to die.
Thanks for the pep talk, Susie.
Ok, alors attends.
Another transmitter. Does that mean there's another Zazer sphere around here somewhere?
À l'intention de tous les ouvriers, article 1, augmentation de salaire. Félicitations, une augmentation de 0,6% a été validée et entrera en vigueur immédiatement. En outre, tous les employés bénéficieront désormais d'une pause toilette supplémentaire par jour. Ouais. Article 2, congé. Jusqu'à nouvel ordre, toutes les demandes de congé seront refusées. Toutes les autorisations antérieures ont été annulées. Le niveau de production doit être impérativement maintenu en ces périodes cruciales. Article 3, recherche et développement. Ne dérangez pas les employés en blouse blanche. Ils s'occupent de votre sécurité. Ne les interrompez pas dans leur travail. Article 4, zone d'accès interdite. Vous avez certainement remarqué les nouveaux panneaux. Ils sont uniquement destinés à garantir votre sécurité. Tout contrevenant sera renvoyé et appréhendé par la police. Article 5, accord de confidentialité. À la suite de votre signature de cet accord, toute violation sera sévèrement punie. Nous apprécions votre coopération. Votre travail ici ne sera pas oublié.
Those are the largest crystals I've ever seen. They must be worth a fortune. But this can't be Crystal Cavern. It's a dead end.
Ah oui, il faut que j'arrive à rentrer par là. De toute façon, c'est dead end. Non. Hop. Saisir comme ça.
Another Zazer sphere!
In the mines belonging to the Glatz Corporation, no less.
There's no way the Council of Three could have built this without Glatz Corps' approval. So was the Glatz family involved in Zazer's research? Well, hello, old friend. What secret message might you be hiding?
Another code.
Another piece of the message!
Alors, tac. Là j'ai le ours et lapin. Ours 83. Alors, 32, 44, 83. Ensuite, le faucon et la belette. Non, il n'y a pas. Le loup et le mouton, il n'y a pas. L'œuf et l'oie. Ouais, alors là j'ai le 9. 9, 34, 63. Et là, numéro 50.
End this maze. Run home. Magical cake? That doesn't make any sense. How does magical cake fit in?
She read the whole message out loud again.
Soon they will all listen, relive their rancid past. Purge infected, soon only death. Forever silenced. Despair herself is near. End this maze. Run home. Magical cake.
She tried reading it in a different order, but it didn't make a difference. Until this moment, Jenny had assumed the transmissions formed a single coherent message.
Now I'm starting to wonder if this is a message at all.
Yet the question still remained.
Who is sending these?
And why?
Let's try this again. Hopefully it doesn't break this time.
Good evening, S32. Printing access card, please stand by.
It's a key!
It was about the same size and shape as a bar of chocolate.
Of course! It has the same logo as the giant metal door. This must open it.
Ok, putain, c'est ingénieux.
Please enter authorization code to begin.
J'ai pas le code.
Another blank piece of paper. Let's see if we can jog your memory. "0719.
Pour la dernière fois, ça s'appelle un code secret pour une raison. Imagine si un enfant ou quelqu'un le trouve et commence à allumer la machine.
Thank goodness this guy wrote down all the codes. Otherwise, I'd be trapped here forever.
Please enter authorization.
0719.
Code accepted. System authorized and on for activation. Preparing to run experiment 15. Please stand by.
Jenny didn't know what she'd started, but she'd have to stop it before the whole laboratory came crashing down.
Experiment 15 aborted. Operation unsuccessful. Dataset incomplete.
What just happened? I thought I was going to die.
Remember, a healthy employee is an effective employee. Please take your mandatory 15-minute smoking break. Decompressing spherical chamber.
Curious?
Alors, bienvenue, 0, 1, tout ça, tout ça. Avec ce livre, vous pouvez maintenant encoder et décoder les messages, sauf indication contraire d'un directeur de haut niveau. Toutes les communications secrètes nécessitent l'utilisation de ce livre. Soyez avisés, le système comporte un niveau supplémentaire de codage. À partir du moment où la page clé est détruite, le vrai message restera secret même si un décodage non autorisé est effectué. Règle générale, mémoriser la page clé, déchirer et incinérer immédiatement la page clé. Si cela n'est pas possible, alors elle doit être détruite de manière efficace ou jetée dans des eaux profondes. Les années de plaisir à décoder vous attendent. Communication radio. La radio est le mode principal de transmission. Les messages ne doivent être envoyés qu'en utilisant des fréquences sécurisées, avec modulation de bande et imbrication spectrale des canaux. Communication écrite. Les communications écrites ne doivent être utilisées qu'en cas d'urgence. Pour les instructions visuelles de haut niveau, les messages doivent être exclusivement envoyés via un réseau de sécurité de tubes, RST. Après réception et décodage, tous les documents doivent être détruits par incinération. Référez-vous aux pages de l'histoire. Exemple de message radio, limpin, survive, secret. Ah. Alors, préparation des messages. Le message doit être aussi bref que possible, mais également être compréhensible et clair pour le destinataire. Avant d'encoder, vérifiez toujours les erreurs d'interprétation possibles du message. Dans la mesure du possible, choisissez des mots-clés formant des phrases cohérentes. C'est une partie cruciale du codage secondaire et augmente considérablement la sécurité du message secret. Afin d'assurer la brièveté du message, des abréviations courantes peuvent être utilisées. Certaines syllabes et lettres seules peuvent y être omises sans affecter la lisibilité. La ponctuation, y compris les points, peuvent également être omis à moins que cette omission n'affecte la lisibilité. Cependant, évitez les mots uniformément abrégés. Ces répétitions augmentent le risque de décodage non autorisé. Un traitement variable des abréviations rend fondamentalement les décodages non autorisés plus difficiles.
This is the missing page from the codebook.
The text gave instructions and rules for communicating using a special code.
That's why the radio broadcast didn't make sense. It was designed to look like a sinister message, but the real message is hidden inside. I was right! So what's the real message? Only certain letters from each word are used in the underlying message.
And so, Jenny began by finding them.
Alors, déjà je regarde juste s'il n'y a pas d'autocollant, s'il n'y a pas de rien. Non. Utilisez la première lettre. Donc là, ce serait le S. Utiliser les 2 premières lettres, utiliser les dernières lettres. Ah d'accord. Bon, on va voir. Utiliser les 2 premières lettres. R-A, S-I, D-E. Et là, il n'y a rien. Ensuite, utiliser la dernière lettre. Utiliser les 2 dernières lettres. Et là, utiliser les 3 dernières.
Now all that's left to do is assemble the pieces.
Alors, still alive, donc toujours en vie. Trapped. Coincé de l'autre côté. Trouver. Sazer. Henri LeClue.
Still alive. Trapped on other side. Find Caesar. H-L-C.
H-L-C. To most people, these letters would be meaningless. But to Jenny, they were as familiar as her own birthday.
Dad? This message is from you!
A fantasy. How could Henry LeClue have sent this message? Henry LeClue was...
Still alive!
The mere possibility caused Jenny's heart to pound in her chest.
They never found his body. We buried an empty coffin.
That was true. But what connection did her father have to the Zazer-spheres?
Dad worked for Dean Strasberry, and the Dean was involved in all of this. Caesar sounds just like Zazer. And if Dad had the codebook, then he knew about the Council of Three.
She read the message once more.
Trapped on other side.
Jenny pulled the freshly printed access card from her pocket and jumped to a hasty conclusion.
What if he didn't die? What if they just wanted him out of the picture? What if he's a prisoner, trapped on the other side of the giant metal door?
It was a plausible hypothesis, but incredibly far-fetched.
And my mom knew all this. That's why they sent the man in black to silence her.
Her hands were shaking, her eyes filled with tears. Was our great detective letting emotion overpower logic?
No. HLC. It can't mean anything else. The message is from my dad. I have to get to Mom before the man in black does. And then we'll go to the underground room, together. We'll rescue my dad, and everything can go back to the way it was.
This was her hope, her longing. But nothing would ever be the same again.
Epic Revelation. Le nom du succès. Allez, go.
Jenny saw the newly fallen rocks and finally made the connection.
All dead. All my fault. The accident in the mines was caused by Zazer's machine. All those men died because of his experiment. And the Council of Three covered it up. To the left, squatting grounds. To the right, Crystal Cavern. Squatting grounds? Does that mean...
Yes, it did.
gross? Oh, great. There's nothing there. It's just your imagination, Jenny. See? Nothing to worry about.
Jenny!
Putain. Elle veut vraiment
Damn it, Susie!
enclencher des
You
crises
scared the
cardiaques.
life
Elle.
out of me. What do you want?
I just saw the cutest little frog.
Are you kidding me?
I know, right? He's got the cutest little bug eyes. I just want to take him home with me. How's everything going down there?
The truth was, Jenny was fit to burst with all the new information she had discovered. But could she trust any of it with Susie Glatz?
On va rien dire pour le moment.
I'm on my way to Crystal Cavern.
Please be careful, Jenny. It's not safe down there.
I'd be a lot safer if you stopped distracting me every 5 minutes.
Good luck, Jenny.
Ok, y a rien. Rapport d'inspection de sécurité, synthèse des conclusions. Niveau de contaminant acceptable. Activité sismique modérée. Escalation nulle. Un vrai ramassis de... L'incendie de la semaine dernière a été contenu. Un mégot de cigarette en était à l'origine. Nous sommes donc forcés de fouiller l'ensemble du personnel en début et fin de chaque quart de travail. Les objets interdits seront confisqués accompagnés de retenue de salaire. Les inspecteurs ont terminé l'enquête et ont déterminé que les conditions de sécurité étaient suffisantes pour la reprise du travail. De légères secousses sont à prévoir au fil des excavations de nouveaux dépôts de la grotte de cristal. Votre sécurité n'est pas engagée. Dans le cas pas probable d'un glissement de sol ou de plafond, des zones sécurisées ont été prévues et clairement indiquées. Assurez-vous d'en connaître les emplacements. Oh, c'est beau. C'est beau.
Crystal cavern.
It's beautiful.
Immensely wide, unfathomably deep. Crossing the chasm would be Jenny's most challenging obstacle yet.
Well, at least I'm getting over my fear of heights. They don't build them like they used to, thankfully.
Another brush with death.
Another step closer to Mom. Well, I won't be going back that way.
Jenny waded through the thick sludge, each step bringing her closer to her mum. And
I hope the truth is less gross and stinky. piece of cake.
Jenny! Jenny! He's here! The man in black!
Damn it! I'm running out of time. Susie, I need you to follow him. See where he goes.
What? I can't do that! What if he sees me?
Stay in the shadows and keep a safe distance.
You want me to follow a deranged psycho killer through the haunted graveyard in complete darkness?
Yes, you're a lot safer if you know where he is.
Okay, Jenny. I'll do it for you. I know you'd do the same for me. I can't believe I'm doing this. Please don't see me. Please don't see me.
This machine is really working overtime. Looks like it's ready to blow. Ouch! That's hot! It burns! It burns! Fixed. Now I can hear myself think.
This contraption was curious, and yet somehow familiar.
Why does a town as small as Arthurton need such a powerful pumping machine?
Ça débloque rien. Non. Ok.
Another transmitter. These things are everywhere.
Jenny paused to reflect. Was there anywhere in Arthurton not under the watch of the Council of Three?
Je suis à combien là en carte postale? 7. Protectrice.
Torrents of water poured from the open sewer. To attempt to cross it would be suicide. Somewhere in the distance, Jenny could hear a voice. So familiar she'd recognize it from a mile away.
Mom! I finally found you!
Inside the dingy jail cell, Jenny's mother contemplated her predicament, lamenting how little time she had left to make things right. Angry, defeated, alone. Well, almost alone.
I will not stand for this! This is a violation of my human rights!
Quiet down in there! It's almost 4 a.m. for Pete's sake!
4 a.m. Time was almost up.
I will not quiet down, not until my voice has been heard!
I'm not gonna keep coming over here. What is it this time?
I was promised 2 cookies with my hot chocolate, and I only got 1.
Oh. Oh, cette violation des droits humains.
What kind of ramshackle operation are you running here?
This is not a hotel, CJ.
If this is how you treat all your guests, I'm surprised you have any customers at all!
The sheriff said you are free to go, just as soon as you stop yelling and throwing stuff around. Now please, I'm trying to finish the crossword.
That's right, run away! Service here has really gone downhill.
CJ, did he just say you're free to go?
Yes, but I'm holding out for breakfast. The bacon is exquisite.
I can't believe it's come to this. CJ, I need you to listen to me very carefully. It's a matter of life and death.
I can't understand what they're saying.
Jenny was so close she could smell it.
And boy, does it stink.
But to even attempt to free her mum, she would need to find a way across the chasm.
There must be something around here I can use to get across. I'm on my way, Mom.
An old pipe hung precariously above Jenny's head.
I'm going to take a closer look. The gap is too wide to jump across. The pipe is cracked and patched together at both ends. According to my calculations, that pipe is just wide enough to bridge the gap. But how can I knock it down? There's no way to climb up there. And there's nothing around here to throw at it.
She only had one option.
The explosives.
But she couldn't use them here. She needed the explosives to free her mother.
I can't break into the jail if I can't even reach the jail. Look at this mess. A few instructions wouldn't have hurt Susie. Oh well, I'll work it out.
Ah, c'est le retour de ça. Alors. Donc là, le verre est allumé. Et c'est comme ça. Ah bah voilà.
That's it.
Jenny
Ça, c'est fait.
hesitated. Once the timer was started, there'd be no turning back. What if she missed the target? What if the explosives didn't work?
Think positively, Jenny.
She'd be stuck, and it would have all been for nothing.
Focus, Jenny. You can do this. That doesn't sound good. I better hurry. Well, the explosives were silent, but that pipe sure was loud.
The plan had worked, but without the explosives, breaking into the jail was practically impossible. And with the man in black approaching, time was running out.
Alors attends, parce qu'il y avait une vanne là tout à l'heure, mais elle servait à quoi? Mais en plus, je l'ai tourné du mauvais sens, je crois. Peut-être pour plus tard.
Do you understand what I'm telling you?
Yes, your secret will die with me.
Is that CJ? What did he do this time?
This isn't about keeping a secret, CJ. It's about you following my plan. Precisely.
Yes, of course. Would you pass me a roll of toilet paper? I think I can hit that guard from here.
Don't get sidetracked. There's no time.
No time? For what?
Focus, CJ. This is serious. You have to use the whole thing or it won't work. Do you understand?
I'm only trying to scare the man. I'll take his head off.
CJ! Wear the gloves. Don't forget.
Shh. Did you hear that? Somebody's listening.
CJ! It's me!
Ah! They found me!
Jenny?
Mom! I'm down here!
How in heaven's name did you get down there?
Did you hear it too? The sewer grate is talking.
No, CJ, it's me. Jenny LeClue.
Nonsense. I know Jenny personally. She looks nothing like a sewer grate.
I'm underneath the floor, you doof. The dogs bark loudest before the dawn.
Hey, that's my line. The dogs bark loudest before the dawn.
The early bird can't catch the lazy worm.
The wind blows strongly from the east.
People in glass houses should invest in curtains.
The evening sky is full of fireflies.
But the absent-minded goldfish swims into the blender.
Jenny, it is you! What are you doing down there?
So much has happened, but there's no time to explain. I'm here to rescue Mom.
Don't be ridiculous. You are going home this instant.
You don't understand, Mom. Someone's coming to kill you.
What? Who?
A man dressed in black, carrying a blue umbrella and a briefcase.
A shadow man? That's serious.
He was in our house, looking for something. And now he's on his way here, to kill you. But I won't let him. I'm breaking you out.
Or was she? Steel bars and a foot of concrete separated Jenny from her mother. Without Susie's explosives, how could she possibly hope to stage a breakout?
And how exactly were you planning on breaking into the jail?
I'm still working on that part. But one way or another, I'm busting you out.
Oh no, you're not, young lady. Not alone. Remember, Jenny, a great detective knows when to accept help. Now, have a look around and tell me what you find down there.
Ok, ici c'est bon.
It's a valve. It controls the direction and flow of water through the pipes. Another valve. They provide very precise control of the water flow. Why does Arthurton need such a complex system of pipes and valves? That pipe runs directly into the prison cell. It must be connected to something inside. Why does Arthurton need such a complex system of pipes and valves? Why does Arthurton need such a complex system of pipes and valves? Why does Arthurton need such a complex system of pipes and valves? This machine is identical to the last. It's very high-tech for Arthurton. I think it pumps water or sewage through all these pipes. But why are there so many? Our town's not that big. There's nothing else down here, except for the pungent soup of Arthurton's collective bowel movement. I should go back and talk to Mom. Okay, I'm back!
What did you find?
There are pipes everywhere, connected by lots of valves. Some kind of sewage pumping machine? And a whole bunch of dead rats. What can you see up there?
Everything Jenny knew about being a great detective she'd learned from her mother. Even with so much at stake, Jenny couldn't help but feel a rush of excitement. She was finally working alongside her mum on a real case.
Toilet. Poorly installed. Possibly never cleaned. There's a large crack in the floor around the base. CJ, looking very anxious. Possibly has lice. Dead rat, in the process of decomposition. Cause of death? Poison. A metal bed with pillow and sheets. Extremely uncomfortable. Drain cover, securely welded in place. Would require a small explosion to displace. Cell door, reinforced steel frame and bars. Wide enough to fit a hand through, but lock is unreachable. That's everything of interest here.
I've got this picture of two monkeys holding hands. I think they're planning something.
That's it! I've got it!
I knew it was important!
I know exactly how to get you out of there.
Attempting a breakout without the explosives seemed futile. But Jenny had spotted something else useful.
How can I break Mom out of jail?
Ah non.
Nope, that's not what I meant. Let me try that again. The pipe leading to the jail is a weak point, and the floor around the toilet is cracked and damaged. By redirecting the flow of water and turning on the pumping machine, we can create an explosion of our own. We need to create enough pressure to blow up that toilet.
Yes, of course. Great thinking, Jenny.
I'll turn on the machine and use the valves to redirect the water.
I'll use the pillow to block the toilet and sustain the pressure.
And I'll distract the guard.
Okay, we're on the case. Go team!
Ok, alors.
less explosive-y than I imagined.
What happened?
Nothing happened. We need more pressure.
More pressure. How can I get more pressure into the pipe?
Alors peut-être avec la vanne qui est là-bas.
This is it! Brace yourselves for impact!
What the hell was that?
Oh!
CJ!
Sorry, man. My bad. Had a spicy burrito last night. You might want to give it a minute.
Quit making a ruckus! This is your last warning!
He fell for it.
Well done, CJ.
Mom! I have so much to tell you.
Don't say another word. I see you've been busy.
Dad wasn't working for the university. His accident was a cover-up for something much bigger.
Jenny?
And it's not the first time it's happened. There's an organization running secret operations all over town.
Jenny!
And Dean Stroudsbury was working for them too.
Stop!
You already know, don't you? So you knew he was still alive, and you didn't tell me?
What? Who's still alive?
Dad survived the explosion. He's alive. Dad is alive. But they're keeping him prisoner in a room hidden under the graveyard.
No, Jenny.
He sent us a message. He's trapped. We have to rescue him. Together.
I'm sorry, Jenny. But you're wrong.
But it's true. I used the Dean's ring to make a key for the door. I can explain everything on the way.
What? Why do you have the Dean's ring?
Well, I, found it in the library.
You stole evidence from a crime scene?
Well, yeah, but now's not the time to discuss the ethics of my investigation.
Give it to me.
Why?
Give me the ring. Now.
No.
Jenny LeClue, for once in your life, will you just do as you're told?
Don't you understand? Someone is coming to kill you.
Go back the way you came, and don't tell anyone that you were here.
Did you hear what I just said?
Yes, which is precisely why you have to leave.
Leave? I'm the reason you're still alive. The whole town thinks you killed the dean. I'm the only one who believes you didn't. You didn't, right?
You shouldn't have come here.
Why won't you tell me the truth? What did you talk to the dean about before he died? And what happened at Widow's Drop?
Jenny! The man in black just entered the crypt!
Is that Susie Glatz?
You've got to get out of there, now!
Leave, immediately. Find Susie and go home. You've put her in terrible danger. A great detective never
Keeps secrets from her daughter.
This is a discussion for another time. I have to go before it's too late.
Did you hear me, Jenny? He's coming! Get out!
We're leaving right now, Susie. Mom, I'm coming with you.
No. Promise you won't follow me, Jenny. Drop all this nonsense. Go home and stay out of trouble. Promise me.
You'd be dead if it weren't for me.
If it weren't for you, then none of this would have happened.
She was right. Jenny should never have gone to the library that day. If she had simply returned home instead, her mother would never have been caught.
If you had just listened to me for once.
I was just trying to help.
How can you help? You are a child. This isn't a missing baseball card, Jenny. It's not a classroom murder mystery. There are real consequences to your actions.
What about Dad? He needs our help.
Your father is dead, Jenny. We have to accept that.
You're wrong. I followed the clues. I decoded his message. He's alive.
Enough! It's time to let this fantasy go.
Fine. I don't need you. I got this far on my own. I'll find my own way back. But at least take this. You'll need it.
No, you keep it.
It's pitch black in the tunnels. You'll be lost without it.
There's no time to argue.
Please, just let me help you.
Bien joué. Alors, Arthur, quelle merveilleuse surprise. Eileen vient de terminer de me lire votre dernier chapitre. C'est bien mieux, vieille branche. Bien mieux, ce mystère promet vraiment. Quelques remarques, ceci dit, rien de bien méchant, de toutes petites modifications. Il nous en faut plus d'intrigue, plus de danger. Passez à la vitesse supérieure. J'ai suivi quelques ateliers d'écriture à l'époque du lycée, laissez-moi vous faire une suggestion. Ah ouais, d'accord. Écoutez-vous et accrochez-vous à vos bretelles d'un autre meurtre. Mais cette fois-ci, un personnage que le lecteur aime vraiment, un proche de Jenny, peut-être même Jenny en personne. Après tout, qu'est-ce qu'un bon roman policier sans quelques meurtres? Donnez-nous un énorme retournement, quelque chose d'inattendu, surprenez-nous tous. Je vous laisse vous occuper des détails, mais écoutez-moi bien Arthur, faites ces changements et votre lit finira aux oubliettes. J'aime bien le... Oh, j'ai suivi de quelques cours d'atelier au lycée. Je sais de quoi je parle.
Kill someone else? I can't do it, can I? Who would it be? I can't bear it. It's too much. First her father, and now her mother. How will the poor girl ever recover? All of this could have been avoided if I just stuck to my original formula. There must be a way to fix this. You're right, Rufus. I need some rest. These long writing sessions are starting to take their toll.
Mom, you broke my...
But Jenny's mother was gone. More confused than ever, Jenny had no choice but to make her way back through the sewer completely alone. Well, apart from the man coming to kill her, of course.
Not helpful.
Jenny! You've got to get out of here. The Shadow Men are dangerous, and my boxing skills aren't what they used to be.
You were right all along, CJ. About everything.
You saw them? The little green men?
Okay, maybe not everything. It's never aliens.
Until it is.
But all the strange phenomena around town? I've seen it too.
Good.
It's all connected. And my mom knows more than she's letting on.
Yes! Trust no one.
What did she tell you before I arrived? She asked you to do something for her. What was it?
I'll never tell. She swore me to secrecy.
Excellent. You passed the test.
Did I?
Mom told me you would never give her up. That's why she gave me the secret code. Widow's Drop.
Ah! So she told you as well?
Yes. I've just forgotten some of the details. What did she need us to do?
Let's see. It was very important. Life or death. Find Widow's Drop. That was first. Look for the flowers. Use the key. Oh! Wear the gloves. Very important. It's a lot to fit in before sunrise.
And where is Widow's Drop?
Good question. I don't remember.
Did she at least give you a sense of which direction she was going?
Well, if I'm north and you're south, then she must have been going,
It was no good. CJ's memory was jumbled at the best of times. Right now, Jenny needed to evade the man in black and get back to the room where her father was trapped.
Stay safe, CJ. I'll see you on the other side.
Oh, yes. Goodbye, Jenny. Keep your eyes open. The truth is closer than you think.
Now, Mom went that way.
But Jenny wouldn't be following her.
Damn!
Je vais juste retourner là-bas une dernière fois s'il n'y a pas un truc. Non, ok.
What the hell is going on?
Jenny, please hurry! He's coming!
I'm going as fast as I can.
Also, hi, Mrs. LeClue!
My mom isn't here.
Oh no! What happened? Jenny? Jenny, are you okay?
Abandoned by her mother, hunted by a killer, covered in filthy water. Jenny LeClue was most certainly not okay.
Just let me focus on not getting brutally murdered.
Dr. Benderson says it's always better to get things out in the open.
You're breaking up. I can't hear you.
The path ahead was shrouded in darkness.
I sure wish I still had my flashlight.
Was Jenny ready for the next chapter of her adventure? An unfamiliar feeling began to ferment in the back of Jenny's mind. Doubt. Why did her mother act so suspiciously? Where did she go in such a hurry? Jenny had expected answers, but now each step forward felt as if the ground were crumbling beneath her feet.
Jenny, are you okay?
Oh, everything's super down here. Just wandering around in total darkness, trying not to get killed.
Oh, well, if you need some light, there's one on your walkie-talkie.
What? Why didn't you tell me that before?
You said not to disturb you.
That girl will be the death of me.
Jenny fumbled in the darkness until she found the switch on her walkie-talkie. Jenny stood perilously close to the edge of a deep pit. If Susie hadn't interrupted her when she did...
I'm going to have to jump to that minecart.
But even if Jenny made the jump, she couldn't be sure it would support her weight.
If it was going to fall, it would have done it by now.
Sauter pour une mort assurée.
See? Steady as a rock. That's enough near-death experiences for one day. Tunnel 13. Unlucky for some.
Jenny shivered as she realized the true scale of the tragedy that had befallen the miners.
I'm standing in the world's biggest tomb. And if none of the miners got out, how am I supposed to?
Fortunately, Jenny had Susie Glatz.
Susie, come in.
Thank goodness. I was worried you dropped your walkie-talkie. The line just went dead.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
Her mouth went dry.
I need your...
How could one word be so difficult to say?
I need your... help.
Jenny felt a wave of nausea as the words left her mouth.
Susie? Are you there?
It would be an honor to assist you in any way I can, Jenny LeClue.
I'm in Tunnel 13. I've reached a dead end. I need you to find
Of course. Just give me a moment. Found it. You're close to the extraction chamber, where they transfer crystals to the surface for processing. There's bound to be an exit there, but it's a long way up. You're going to have to climb.
No problem. Oh, and Susie. Thanks. Extraction chamber. This is definitely it. It's stuck.
Ah, il me reste plus qu'un morceau. Et j'aurais trouvé toutes les cartes postales. Et est-ce qu'il y a les autocollants? Alors, ajouter. Ah ouais, j'en ai manqué plein. J'avais tout trouvé. Ok.
It looks like it might still work. I was better off in the dark. That was satisfying. But what did it do? It's a pulley of some kind. The rope must be attached to something nearby.
Shafts of moonlight shone through cracks in the ceiling.
The extraction chamber. That was too close. I better get moving. Somewhere to hide, and fast.
High up in the air, out of sight, covered on all sides, the minecart was an ideal hiding place.
You'll see me if I go that way. I'm not crazy.
Ok, c'était juste pour voir.
Jenny peered over the edge of the minecart. She was confident the man in black wouldn't spot her, but she'd need to remain perfectly still. Even the slightest sound could give her away. Almost in the clear. Just a few more seconds of absolute silence.
Jenny! I just wanted to say, I think we had a really good breakthrough just now.
Shut up, shut up, shut up!
I can feel our friendship growing. I know it's a silly thing to say, but...
My luck is starting to run out. It won't be long before he reaches the jail and realizes my mom isn't there.
And something told her he wouldn't be very pleased.
Are you trying to get me killed?
Sorry. I just wanted to let you know I'm here for you whenever you need me.
That's very nice, Susie. But none of that matters if I'm dead. Don't call me, I'll call you.
Bon. Alors.
That's one big pile of rocks. They must weigh a ton each.
The shattered skull of a long-deceased miner looked up at Jenny.
Poor guy.
Ma chère Clara, j'écris cette lettre même si je sais que tu ne la liras jamais. Tout le monde est mort, je suis le prochain. Ma blessure s'est infectée, l'odeur attire les rats et je n'ai plus l'énergie pour les repousser. Les grands pontes te diront que c'était notre faute, que nous avons désobéi aux ordres et que nous n'avons pas suivi les procédures de sécurité. Ne les crois pas, tu te battras pour la vérité, tu ne le sauras jamais, c'est bien ce qui me peine le plus, ils nous ont laissé mourir ici. Mais leur grand projet pour Arthurton causera sa chute. Je suis désolé de te quitter ma chérie, affectueusement ton Samuel.
That was somebody's dad. He was still alive and no one came to help him. He never got to say goodbye.
Jenny knew exactly how that felt.
The Council of Three blamed the workers to protect their secret.
Jenny folded up the letter and placed it in her pocket.
I'll find your family, Samuel, and deliver it to them personally.
And I won't rest until the whole town knows the truth.
Structurally unsound, just like everything else around here. There are 2 minecarts attached together by a system of pulleys. After all these tremors, I'm amazed they're still hanging up there.
Fragments of quartz crystal littered the room.
They're beautiful.
She held one in her hands.
It'd be a good souvenir if it wasn't so heavy.
J'ai envie de voir ce qu'il y a à gauche là. Apparemment je peux pas.
Another cave-in, another dead end. I can see a light up there.
But the ladder was out of reach. Like a well-oiled machine, Jenny LeClue's brilliant mind kicked into gear. A plan had started to form.
How can I reach the ladder? I can stand on the minecart to reach the ladder. But first, I need to get it down. And I know exactly how to do it. The minecart is connected to a pulley. When I jumped inside, it lowered, but it didn't reach the floor. First, I'll climb to the top of the rickety scaffolding. Then I'll jump in the minecart with my pockets full of crystals. The extra weight will carry me all the way to the floor. At the bottom, I'll climb out and push the minecart underneath the ladder. Finally, I'll use the added height to reach the ladder. Then it's a straight shot to freedom. Je sais pas si ça va suffire. Maybe I need more crystals. I I can't fit any more crystals in my pockets. Hopefully this will be enough. Why didn't that work? Something's holding me back.
Hey, dernier morceau de carte postale. Alors. Voilà.
Another transmitter on Glatt's core property. How deep does this go? Who else in town is involved in this?
Et apparemment j'ai trouvé tous les émetteurs. Ah ça s'est cassé la gueule. Speed girl.
Jenny opened her eyes and rubbed her aching head.
How long was I out for?
Things hadn't quite gone according to plan.
I guess my calculations were slightly off.
Fortunately, Jenny found herself in a familiar place.
This is the tunnel where I first came in.
Unfortunately, someone else had heard the commotion.
Time to go.
Alors maintenant je peux ouvrir la porte.
Here goes nothing.
Welcome back, S-32. Access level Z Alpha granted. Disarming blast door 13A. For your safety, please stand clear.
Hey, salut Rimstad. Est-ce que tu es prêt à voir la fin?
Jenny paused. She was finally here. Could it be true? Was her father really on the other side of this door? The man she'd lost forever. She would have given anything to bring him back. What would she say to him? How would she feel when she saw him? Of all the puzzles she'd solved, every obstacle she'd climbed.
C'est à toute fin? Oh bah je pense que j'en suis très proche en tout cas. En gros là pour te résumer, donc on a libéré la mère de la prison, mais elle était pas hyper contente. Parce qu'on a enlevé des choses sur la scène des crimes et tout. Et puis elle avait l'air assez suspecte on va dire. Donc du coup on l'a libérée mais on s'est séparés. Et on avait trouvé un message et le message à la fin disait HLC, donc les initiales du père de Jenny. Donc on pense que son père est en fait encore en vie.
And every leap of faith she'd made, this was the scariest moment of all.
Mom should be here.
She needed her. She needed someone. Maybe even Susie.
I'm not gonna solve anything by just standing here.
Arthurton had slowly revealed its secrets to Jenny, and now she faced the final chapter. Gathering her courage, she took a deep breath.
This is it, Jenny.
And stepped into the darkness once more.
Ouais, je commence à avoir un doute, moi aussi. Hein. Et du coup, le truc que j'avais call, le homme en noir, c'est son père, je pense que j'ai dit de la merde. J'ai dit de la merde, supprimez le clip, j'ai dit de la merde.
Dad?
Her voice echoed in the darkness.
Ah, on peut courir. Attends, je vais y aller en marchant lentement. Drama. On dirait, ça me fait penser à la grande salle à la fin de Harry Potter 5, quand ils se battent, là où il y a toutes les boules. Là. Ah, c'est vrai, j'avais essayé de devancer le scénario.
Another dead end. Of course he's not here.
Just another machine.
Arthurton, a small town seemingly like any other.
Nestled in a valley between two mountains,
Lined by lustrous forests,
and perched on the edge of a
pristine lake. Yes, Arthurton had it all. A main street with shops and a place to sip coffee.
Ou alors en fait c'est le Truman Show. Il y a que il y a que Jenny qui est réelle, tous les autres sont des acteurs, c'est une fausse ville tout ça.
schools, a college, a church, and a police station. The kind of place you might find anywhere on your travels. But you won't find it anymore.
Ou alors c'est une ville qui est genre bloquée dans un espace-temps.
For Arthurton is now the town that disappeared. Where once stood a city bustling with life, now lies an empty crater. How could a town suddenly and completely vanish from the face of the earth? And if it could happen to Arthurton, could it happen to your town too? Scientists are baffled. Church attendance is at a record high. Is this a sign of the end of days? Tonight we attempt to answer the question, what happened to Arthurton? The Enigma Report investigation starts now.
Jenny stared at the screen, astonished.
Arthurton disappeared?
It didn't make any sense. But of all the strange things she'd seen, one stood out more than the others.
There was something at the end of the tape. There! There's something hidden in the static.
Alors. Attends. Ah non, c'est le phaser. Et il a un message.
Dad! You are alive! It worked. Find Zazer. Need help?
Ouais, Truman Show, ça fait très très longtemps que je l'avais pas vu, mais alors c'est un très bon film, ouais.
I better get out of here before I'm crushed to death.
Bon, là je cours. On va fuir.
Stay away what you've done. I'm not scared of you, you creep.
Backed into a corner, with nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Was this the end for Jenny LeClue?
What the...
Pardon?
Susie? Keith! You came back!
I had to.
Ah non, ils l'ont assommé. Oh putain, mon cerveau il a bugué. J'ai cru que c'était eux sous la veste, mais non, ils l'ont assommé.
Jenny choked back her tears. She had lost count of the number of times she'd almost died today, and it was starting to take its toll.
Let's get out of here before he wakes up! No, wait! Keith, this could be the man who killed your father. We should really go. This could be our only chance to find out who he is.
Allez, faisons une fin à la Scooby-Doo.
It won't matter if we're buried alive. Don't you want to know?
It doesn't matter.
What?
Look!
Damn it! Let's get out of here. That's what I've been saying! The truth is no good if we're dead. I said that too!
It doesn't matter who said what. Let's go already.
Our three intrepid adventurers made their escape across the graveyard on the far side of town. Behind the twin peaks of Arthurton, the sun began to rise. But this night had not yet ended. Beneath them, the ground shook and grumbled. Deep in the bowels of Arthurton, something stirred. Jenny recounted the thrilling story of her entire adventure. She told Susie and Keith about Professor Zaza and his experiments. The truth behind the tragic accident in the mines. And how she discovered that her father was alive. But she left out one critical detail. The town that disappeared. How would they react to such an unfathomable revelation? Would they even believe her? She wasn't sure she believed it herself.
What an incredible adventure! Although, I think the greatest discovery today has been our friendship.
You never stop, do you?
All these trials have really brought us together. And now that you and Keith are friends again, we can form our very own mystery-solving club. It's just a shame we didn't unmask the man in black. So what's our next step, fearless leader?
There's something about this case that still doesn't add up. I need to find my mom, before the cops do.
But she could be anywhere.
No, she's gone to Widow's Drop.
Where?
Widow's Drop. But
It's certainly not on any map I've seen.
That's because it's not a place.
What?
C'est bof, ouais, c'est... Ouais...
Yeah. It's a plant. My dad he grew one in his greenhouse. He had to separate it from all the other plants. They all started to shrivel up.
Have you ever felt a flash of pure inspiration? The sudden feeling of everything falling into place? It's the moment a great detective lives for. An epiphany!
Keith, what day do you take out the trash?
What?
What day does the garbage man come?
Friday? Why?
Of course! It was right there the whole time! Jenny! I know where my mom is.
Jenny!
And I know who killed Jean Strasberry.
Jenny! Look out! Jenny, watch out! We survived!
Yeah! We made it!
I have to go back.
Ah, là, pour nous, c'est trop tard. Hein.
Go back?
But we just got out!
A little birdie told me I'd find 3 unruly kids out after curfew.
Oh no!
Damn.
Stealing, breaking and entering, destruction of property. You're all in a heap of trouble. Jenny, can't say I'm surprised to find you here. But Keith, Susie, I expected more from you.
I'm ruined!
Sheriff, this is Station. Are you there?
Go ahead, Station.
Susie, Keith, I need you to create a distraction.
What?
There's no time to explain.
Where are you going?
You'll just have to trust me.
Okay.
No.
Susie, please.
No. Not unless you say it.
Say what?
After everything we've been through, you know it's true.
What are you talking about? Now is hardly the time for this.
You told me to stand up for myself, so that's what I'm doing.
Hold on a second. Enough chatter. Get your sorry butts over here now!
We depend on each other. Admit it, Jenny.
Come on, Jenny. It's not a big deal. Just say it.
This is your last warning. I am not gonna tell you again.
Of all the challenges our tiny hero had faced, this was perhaps her toughest.
You aren't alone, Jenny LeClue. You don't need to pretend anymore.
C'est pas comme si j'avais passé presque 1h30 dans une grande mine où j'ai frôlé la mort une dizaine de fois, mais c'est ça son plus grand challenge.
As hard as it was to say it, Jenny knew deep in her heart it was true.
Fine. Susie Glatz, you are my friend.
Thank you, friend. Now, let's get you out of here.
Yeah, I've got them. Safe and sound. I'm bringing them in now. What the?
You'll never catch us, Copper!
Sorry, Mr. LeClue.
Well, do you have them or not?
I thought I did. Where did she go?
Encore le gamin, s'il se fait prendre, il dit non mais je suis en deuil, je suis perturbé, tout ça machin, ça passe. Enfin, bah là, ça veut dire qu'il se serait inspiré de mes streams. Ah, c'est un peu tard pour le vacciner du Covid. Hein.
My head.
Thank goodness. It worked.
Oh, how wonderful to hear your voice. I was having the strangest dreams. What's wrong?
I almost didn't make it.
But you did. Now, we've got a lot of work to do.
I knew it!
Jenny?
Jenny?
Surprised to see me? I am only a child after all.
What is she?
How did you...
It was really quite simple. Once I realized Mr. Strasberry knew he was going to die.
Ok, alors attention. Qu'est-ce qui prouve que le doyen savait qu'il allait mourir?
Why would the dean take out the trash 2 days early? And why would he cancel all his meetings on Friday? Unless he knew he wasn't going to be there. This was the key piece of information I needed. Once I considered the possibility that Mr. Strasberry knew he was going to die on Thursday, everything started to fall into place. But consider this. If someone knew they were going to die, wouldn't they do everything in their power to escape their fate? And yet, the dean didn't. There was only one explanation. He staged his own death.
Ça.
When I discovered the dean's body in the library, his apparent cause of death was electrocution. However, I noticed strange marks covering his neck. His face was discolored and his skin was shriveled. Earlier that day, I found a microscope in Mom's lab that had been recently used. The remnants of a strange green liquid undulated on the slide. I would guess the very same liquid that Mom just injected into the dean's neck. You knew how you were going to die, Mr. Strasberry. Poison. You knew because you made it yourself from one of your plants. A poison that you had an antidote for. That would be the method, but you couldn't work alone. You needed an accomplice. Someone to revive you when the time was right.
Bah ça, parce que là, elle lui avait tout dit. Elle avait dit à CJ de comment faire. Au cas où elle ne sortirait pas de la prison. Avec ça, peut-être.
In the basement of my house, on my dad's old dusty desk, I found a recently used vial. The residue was purple, the same color as the marks on the dean's neck.
Je sais pas si je fais le bon truc en fait. Si je fais les bonnes déductions. Ça a l'air de tenir debout, mais...
So she entrusted CJ to finish what she had started. To revive the dean from his deathly slumber. You plotted together to stage Mr. Strasberry's death. It was a simple scheme. Poison him with the plant, then return after the funeral to revive him.
Mais du coup, pourquoi en fait? Enfin, à quoi ça sert?
You had intended the death to appear natural, but not everything went according to plan. Dean's electrocution and fall from the balcony was an unfortunate accident. This threw the plan into disarray. The Dean instinctively reached out for something to stop himself from falling. But all he managed to grab was the ID card hanging around Mom's neck. Once she realized it was gone, she returned to collect it. But I had already found it. Even the smartest criminals make mistakes. Earlier, the Dean had told me he was meeting Mom in the library. That was a mistake. If I hadn't gone there to find Mom, she might still have escaped before the police arrived. Getting caught hadn't been part of the plan.
Quite remarkable, Jenny. And you worked out all that by yourself?
Yes, that's how you did it. But the real question is why?
Well, that's all a bit more complicated, I'm afraid.
It was a rhetorical question, Mr. Strasberry. I know why you're working together. But first, I have to tell you about aliens.
Ok, bon bah je pense que c'est que j'ai eu tout juste du premier coup.
Oh, this is exciting. What an incredible adventure this turned out to be. Jenny's growing up and discovering her full potential. And to think, I did it all without anybody dying. Hello? Richard! Oh, what do you think of the new scenes? Aren't they wonderful? I beg your pardon? Trick you? Certainly not. But don't you see? It all works out perfectly this way. I can already picture where the next book will start. You're not serious? But I didn't promise anything. But there must be another way. Just give me more time. Cancelled? Richard, please.
Cancelled. Ah là 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 là.
Richard? Hello?
Il a dit le C-word.
It's no good. They won't publish it unless someone dies. But I can't do it. I just can't. Come on, Arthur. Jenny's whole world hangs in the balance. Decades of work. It can't all end now. Oh, I have to. It's like Jenny's mom always says. A great detective knows the right decision is often the hardest to make. And I am a great author of detective stories. But I can't pick. What should I do, Rufus? Brilliant! Yes! You're always right, old friend. I'll let fate decide. Here goes.
Ah. Ah. Non, parce qu'il disait bien dans une lettre qu'on a lue un peu plus tôt, il fallait que ce soit un personnage que les gens aiment. Donc quelqu'un habitué à la série. Alors, qui va mourir? Donc, le doyen. Remarque, il est déjà mort une fois. Jenny LeClue. Ça ferait... on la croyait morte au tout début. Et ça ferait un bon drama. Ou la mère de Jenny. Là aussi, ça ferait un bon drama. Toi, tu dis le doyen? Ah, je sais pas. Enfin, déjà, je ne sais pas si... s'il y a 3 choix possibles ou si c'est juste... Moi, je suis team drama. Hein. Suzy, non, pas Suzy. Elle est gentille, Suzy. Un peu con, mais elle est gentille. Moi, j'ai envie de faire Jenny. Jenny ou la mère, ça serait extra drama. Je sais pas. Allez, choisis la mère. Ah oui, non, tu peux choisir. Ah oui, d'accord. J'ai cru que tu pouvais en choisir plusieurs. Non, allez.
Fate has spoken, but is she certain? Once the choice is made, there's no turning back.
Le jeu. C'est mon dernier mot, Jean-Pierre.
Well, that was easier than I thought. It's the only way this scene can end. The ending the book deserves.
As I was saying...
What was that?
No more interruptions!
The tremors were getting more violent and more frequent.
Please! I'm in the middle of my astonishing denouement! Everyone in town thinks CJ is crazy. A madman spouting wild theories about aliens and hidden forces at work in Arthurton. But all the strange phenomena he's seen are real. And the culprits are men, not monsters.
Que sais-je de l'histoire secrète d'Arthurton? Ça.
Arthurton is built on top of some kind of energy source. Something special. I uncovered the secret laboratories of Professor Zazer. He ran experiments to study the unique properties of Arthurton's resource. And his research was funded by a shady organization called the Council of Three. One of the experiments went tragically wrong and caused the collapse of the quartz mines. They covered it up and blamed the miners. And yet the experiments didn't stop. Instead, they built an even bigger facility. Years after the accident in the mines, an even greater tragedy struck Arthurton. Only this time, the townspeople didn't know. I don't fully understand it, but something happened to the whole town. And wherever we were, we aren't there anymore. The rest of the world think we disappeared. At first, I thought I was solving 2 separate mysteries. But then it hit me like a ton of used books. The 2 were inextricably linked. And that's how I know your motive for staging the Dean's death. Dad wasn't working for the university. He was working on Caesar's machines. All under the watchful eye of the Council of Three. The Dean is part of the Council of Three, or at least he works for them. Through her own investigation, Mom concluded that Dad had died under suspicious circumstances. She confronted the Dean. Racked with guilt, he confessed and begged for her forgiveness. Instead of letting anger cloud her judgment, Mom saw an opportunity. And together, you concocted a plan to bring down the organization from the inside.
Oh, what a brilliant mind you have, Jenny LeClue. Julie, I believe you underestimated this girl.
You could have gotten yourself killed.
But I didn't.
Non, t'inquiète pas, c'est toi qui vas crever. Non, je déconne.
But what if you had?
I'm not a kid anymore. I have to make my own choices.
A flower cannot blossom without light.
Jenny had risked everything to save her mom.
I'm sorry, Jenny.
It's okay, Mom. You were running out of time to save Mr. Strasberry.
I was trying to protect you.
I know.
I should have trusted you.
But you were wrong.
I just apologized.
No, not about that. Everyone presumed Dad died in the lab explosion. So did I, until today. But then, I started finding secret messages all over town. They led me to a secret room under the graveyard. And there, on a small television, I saw him.
Henry?
Dad is alive! But he's trapped on the other side, and he's been trying to contact us this whole time.
He made it back? Then the experiment worked!
Exactly!
But if he made it back, that means...
We can all get back! We need to get to the machine, right away.
No! First, we need to find Professor Zazer.
Machine release 1, 2, 3. Je sais rien moi. Allez, 2. Ah d'accord. À suivre. Donc était... Oh c'est mignon, c'est... à sa maman. Ok. Alors, est-ce que j'ai choisi une mauvaise fin? Est-ce qu'il y aura vraiment une suite dans un 2? Alors attends, on va laisser les crédits, peut-être qu'il y a une scène post-crédit, mais... Non, le chien. Petit lit. Bon, ça, c'est tous les Kirks. Ah non. Ah, je peux pas passer. Ok, bon. En attendant qu'ils passent tous les contributeurs. Ouais. Ok. Parce que le jeu, il est pas vieux, il est sorti en 2018. Mais ok, bon bah voilà. Mais je vais voir après si je peux pas retourner au dernier chapitre ou on regardera sur YouTube. Si par exemple, est-ce que si je choisis genre Jenny, si je choisis la porte numéro 1 ou 3, ce qui se passe. Putain, ça en fait du monde qui a rejoint le Kickstarter. The End. Ah, j'ai eu le trophée The End. Alors attends. Who dies? Ah. Êtes-vous sûr? Oui.
Oh, this is what an incredible... Jenny's growing up and to think, I did it all without anybody dying. Hello? Richard! Oh, what do you think of the new scenes, aren't they? I beg your pardon? Trick you? Certainly. But don't you see? I can already picture where the next book will start. You're not serious? But... I didn't promise anything, but... There must be another... Just give me more time. Cancelled? Richard, please. Richard? Hello? Hello?
Alors là, je vais choisir Jenny et je vais prendre la numéro 1.
But I can't do it. I just can't. Come on, Arthur. Decades of work. It can't all end now. Oh. I have to. It's like Jenny's mom. A great detective. And I am a great author. But I can't pick. What should I do, Rufus? Brilliant. Yeah. You're always right, old friend. I'll let fate decide. Here goes. Fate has spoken. Once the choice is made, there's no turning back.
Puis comme ça, je chope tous les, les succès que je peux.
Wait, Jenny wasn't an option. Oh, Rufus.
Ah merde.
I think I need to lie down.
Bon, bon ça va, j'ai juste sauté une ligne de dialogue.
As I was saying...
What was that?
No more interruptions!
The tremors were getting more violent.
Please! I'm in the middle of my astonishing denouement! Everyone in town thinks a madman spouting wild, but all the strange phenomena he's seen are real. And the culprits are men. not monsters.
Alors, là j'avais mis quoi? J'avais mis ça. Et ça.
Arthurton is built on top of some kind of energy source. I uncovered the secret lab where he ran experiments, and his research was funded by one of the experiments when they covered it up and blamed the miners. Instead, they built an even bigger facility. Years after the accident, only this time, the townspeople did. I don't fully understand it, but something happened to the whole town. And wherever we were, the rest of the world think we disappeared. At first, I thought I was solving, but then it hit me like a ton of... The two were inextricably linked. And that's how I know your motive for staging the Dean's death. Wasn't working for the university, was working on Caesar's machine. All under the watchful eye of... The Dean is part of the Council of Three. Through her own investigation, she confronted the Dean. Racked with guilt, he confessed, instead of letting anger cloud her judgment. And together, you can
Oh, what a brilliant mind you have. Julie,
You could have gotten yourself...
But I didn't.
But what if you had?
I'm not a kid anymore.
A flower.
Jenny had risked everything to save her.
I'm sorry, Jenny.
It's okay, Mom. You were running out of time to...
I was trying to protect you.
I know.
I should have trusted you.
But you were wrong.
I just apologized.
No, not about that. Everyone presumed Dad... So did I. But then, they led me to a secret... And there, on a small... I saw him.
Henry?
Dad is alive! But he's trapped on the other side, and he's been trying to...
He made it back? Then the experiment...
Exactly!
But if he made it back...
We can all get back! We need to get to the machine.
No! First, we need to find Professor Zazer.
Alors après, la personne qui disparaît, peut-être ne meurt pas, mais il lui arrive la même chose que le père, en fait. Elle est envoyée de l'autre côté. Alors là, je vais choisir la numéro 1. Ah, il lui arrive la même chose. Bon, dans le doute, je vais faire la numéro 3 avec le doyen. Attends. Ah oui, non, c'est le même. Donc, chapitre... ça. Histoire d'avoir toutes les fins, mais je pense que ça va être la même chose.
Oh, what an incredible adventure growing up. And to think, I did it all without anybody dying. Hello? Richard! Oh, what do you think of the new scenes? I beg your pardon? Trick you? Certainly not. But don't you see? I can already picture where the next book will start. You're not serious. But... I didn't promise anything. But... there must be a... Just give me more time. Cancelled? Richard, please. Richard? Hello? Hello? It's no good. They won't publish it. I can't do it. I just can't. Come on, Arthur. Decades of work. It can't all end now. Oh. I have to. It's like Jenny's mom. A great detective. And I am a great author. But I can't pick. What should I do, Rufus? Brilliant. Yes. You're always right, old friend. I'll let fate decide.
Pour la 3e fois.
Here goes.
Alors on va faire le choix de Rimsad, c'est-à-dire le doyen.
Fate has spoken, but once the choice is made, there's no turning back.
Puis c'est bien, comme ça je farme les succès, moi.
That was easier than... It's the only way this scene can end.
Ouais, dis donc, c'est le destin a plusieurs timelines. Bon, c'est parti pour une 3e fois. Chiant, on peut pas accélérer.
What was that?
No more interruptions!
The tremors were getting...
Please! I'm in the middle of my astonishing denouement! Everyone in town, a madman spouting all the strange phenomena, and the culprits are men, not monsters. Arthurton is built on top of some... I uncovered the secret lab. He ran experiments, and his research was funded by one of the experiments... They covered it up and blamed the miner. Instead, they built an even bigger... Years after the accident, only this time, the townspeople... I don't fully understand it, but something happened to the whole town. And wherever we were, the rest of the world think we disappeared. At first, I thought I was solving... But then it hit me like a ton of... The two were inextricably linked. That's how I know your motive for staging the Dean's death. Dad wasn't working for the universe. He was working on Caesar's... All under the watchful eye. The Dean is part of the Council of... Through her own investigation, she confronted the Dean. Racked with guilt, he confessed, instead of letting anger cloud her judgment. And together, you can
Oh, what a brilliant mind, Julie.
You could have gotten yourself...
But I didn't.
But what if you had?
I'm not a kid anymore.
A flower.
Jenny had risked everything to save her.
I'm sorry, Jenny.
Attends, on va rejeter les excuses, hein, du coup, tant qu'à faire.
Well, it's too late now. You abandoned me. You abandoned Dad.
Jenny, please.
You still think I'm wrong, don't you? Well, I went to the underground room without you. Everyone presumed Dad died in the lab explosion. So did I, until today. But then, I started finding secret messages all over town. They led me to a secret room under the graveyard. And there, on a small television, I saw him.
Henry?
Ouais, ça change pas grand-chose.
Dad is alive, but he's trapped on the other side, and he's been trying to...
He made it back? Then the experiment...
Exactly!
But if he made it back...
We can all get back! We need to get to the machine.
No! First, we need to find Professor Zazer.
Ça ne change rien, ok. Bon, bah, à suivre, bah, s'il y a un jour, parce que les suites de jeux Kickstarter, c'est pas toujours là. Mais si un jour il y a un Jenny LeClue 2 qui sort, bah je le ferai avec plaisir, parce que franchement, très très bon jeu, hein, super sympa. Ouais, elle a de la gueule la machine, ça c'est clair. Mais ouais, non, franchement le jeu est très très bien. Il y a une bonne ambiance, le jeu est vraiment beau. J'aime bien les personnages, les énigmes ça va, elles sont assez variées, elles sont pas trop dures ni trop infantiles. Mais alors apparemment, je sais pas si les dialogues ont été ajoutés après, mais j'avais vu un petit peu quelques gameplays dessus et il n'y avait pas de dialogue. Il y avait juste le texte qui défilait avec les personnages qui bougeaient leurs lèvres en fait. Alors est-ce que ça a été rajouté plus tard? Mais l'acting en tout cas, il est bon. Et ce que j'ai bien aimé, c'est que tout était traduit en français en fait. Même les panneaux, même le décor en arrière-plan, enfin... ont été rajoutés après la sortie, il me semble. D'accord. Ah bah tu vois, je regrette pas de l'avoir fait maintenant, parce que honnêtement, ça m'aurait un peu fait chier de tout lire en fait. Enfin, je pense que j'aurais peut-être moins apprécié le jeu, parce que là les doublages sont vraiment bons. Le shérif, c'est qui pour Jenny? C'est son grand-père. Non, c'est son grand-père. Alors je sais pas de quel côté, mais c'est le grand-père de Jenny. Tu l'apprends quand elle se réveille dans la chambre. Je crois que c'est là que tu l'apprends. Donc ouais, non, franchement, une bonne découverte. Très 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 sympa. Donc est-ce que... Bon, ça coupe le son, c'est pas grave. Si je mets Jenny LeClue 2, est-ce qu'il y a des updates? Est-ce qu'il y a des... Ah, il y a un Twitter. Deezer, Polyfox Activision, plein de... Bon, là sur leur Twitter, ils disent oui, achetez le jeu parce qu'il est dispo sur tout, Steam, GOG, Nintendo Switch, Apple Arcade, PS4, la version japonaise. Les promos. Ouais, bon, il n'y a pas l'air d'avoir... Bon, il n'y a pas l'air d'avoir trop d'infos là-dessus. Bon, après, en 2018, ça reste encore assez jeune. Mais ouais, non, en tout cas, je suivrai avec un œil attentif la potentielle sortie d'un 2. Parce qu'il y en a combien de jeux qui ont ce genre de fin et que ils te mettent à suivre et il y a un jeu par exemple que j'avais bien aimé, c'était D4 Dark Dreams Don't Die. Et pareil, ça se finit sur un cliffhanger et il n'y aura jamais la suite. Parce que je crois que le studio a fermé ou un truc dans le genre. Mais bon. Ouais, bah voilà. J'espère que ça vous a plu. Moi, en tout cas, j'ai vraiment bien aimé Jenny LeClue. Je recommande. Franchement, je recommande. Une bonne petite découverte, en plus full indé. Voilà. Tiens, je vais regarder vite fait les succès Steam, combien il m'en manque, parce que j'en ai eu pas mal là. Alors, au total, j'en ai eu 42 sur 58. Ah ouais, quand même. 72%, ça va. Et ouais, ça m'a pris, allez, 3h30 de chaque stream. Ouais, 10h30 de jeu. Ouais, bah c'est ce qu'il disait à peu près. Bon, bah voilà. Alors, du coup, demain, je ne sais pas... Alors, il y aura un stream, oui, mais je ne sais pas quoi faire. Parce que... j'ai appris récemment... Merci du GG. J'ai vu que un de mes records sur Sayonara n'a pas été battu, mais il y a quelqu'un qui a fait exactement le même score, au chiffre près. Donc on est à égalité. Donc... Et il y a moyen de faire mieux. Hein. C'est pas un score définitif. Donc je ne sais pas si... Est-ce que demain après-midi je fais un stream Sayonara, mais ce sera pas du YOLO, ce sera full tryhard sur ce niveau ou des tryhards sur d'autres niveaux. Je ne sais pas. Ou alors je commence un nouveau jeu ou je continuerai là. Parce que là en fait à côté je suis en train de faire Uncharted 4 en mode extrême. Alors pour le moment c'est assez facile. Depuis que j'ai mis la visée automatique, c'est assez facile. Donc, ouais, je pense que demain, ce sera pas un nouveau jeu, ce sera le tryhard sur Sayonara Wild Heart, soit la suite de ma partie d'Uncharted 4 Uncharted 4 en mode extrême. On verra bien. Et oui, c'est vrai, j'ai fini le jeu 3 fois. Ah ouais, je t'ai fait un speedrun, laisse tomber. J'ai fini 3 fois le jeu en allez quoi, un quart d'heure. Donc ouais non, demain après-midi je verrai. Faut que je me décide entre les deux. Ou alors ce sera un nouveau jeu, j'en sais rien. Mais voilà, il y a 3 possibilités. Soit le tryhard sur Sayonara Wild Heart, soit Uncharted 4, la suite de ma partie en extrême. Soit un nouveau jeu, mais là, je vois pas trop quoi. Enfin, on verra bien, ce sera la surprise. Du coup, je vais... Il est 46. Voir les 3 à la fois, ah ouais. Ouais, alors ce sera 1 heure de chaque. Le truc de Sayonara, ça me prendra plus d'1 heure. Hein. Avec le temps de me mettre... de me dérouiller du niveau, ça me prendra au moins 1 heure. Mais enfin, on verra bien. Du coup, je vais m'arrêter là pour aujourd'hui. Il est quasiment à 19h. Je vous dis merci. Et puis, bah, si vous voulez faire Jenny LeClue de votre côté, allez-y. Hein. Franchement, Padaboom vous le recommande. Voilà. Et puis, bah, je vous fais des bisous et je vous dis bah, à demain ou à une prochaine fois. À plus.